What's up, guys? It's Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000. You have asked and we have listened, and we are finally going to deliver. Starting from this point, every Thursday or whenever it is released, I am now going to start reviewing the Naruto Shippuden anime, and I'm going to start with today's episode 252, the battle between Tobi and Konan. For those of you who read the manga, this is nothing new. For those of you who watch the anime exclusively, this is going to be a feast for the eyes as well as for the heart. Aww. This is one of those episodes that I really love, one that I think is translated incredibly well from the manga and works incredibly well here. The episode actually opens up with a nice little bit of dialogue between Kabuto and Madara, and what I love here is how the atmosphere is done here. I love all the music, I love the colors. In particular, I love that nasty little smirk that Kabuto gives. Madara is on his way to the Hidden Rain Village, where he's looking for Nagato and his Rinnegan. The best place to find out about this is to find Konan, because she's going to know exactly where his body is. When we're introduced to Konan in this episode, there's a really nice shot where they swing around and they show a lot of everything that's going on in Hidden Rain. And this is a beautifully done shot. It looks really great. So Madara shows up, and of course he's immediately hostile. He wants to know where Nagato's body is. But Konan's not going to give up that willingly, and she actually turns into paper and flies away, and this is another scene. Looks really great, really well animated. So before we get into some action territory, we are showing a little bit of flashbacks about what happened when Yahiko, Nagato, and Konan were children, and there's a funny little scene where of course they run into Jiraiya and they see him in a frog suit. And if you watch our manga reviews, you already know how me and Christian feel about this. It's like a fucking power-up from Super Mario Bros. 3. The battle gets intensely serious when we see here that they're fighting like in the middle of the ocean, Konan on one side, Madara on the other, and it is just awesome. They're just sizing each other up at first, and then things just get serious, and Konan starts flying towards Madara, and it's all done really well, and she explodes into paper, and it's all around him and everything. She's trying to basically find an opening for when he does his little teleport attack. And eventually, she gets right next to him, and she starts to get sucked up into Madara's eye. It's ridiculous. And then some of the paper actually has bombs on it, and there's a huge explosion. It looks really awesome. Total Michael Bay. Unfortunately, Madara has survived the attack, but he did have a lot of damage done to him, the most we've seen in the series so far. His arm is gone, half of his mask is gone, revealing a small portion of his face. We are treated to a few more flashbacks that are really cool. We get to see the true beginnings of the Akatsuki organization, and we can see that they actually did have some good intentions behind what they originally planned. The episode ends in a truly epic fashion. Konan, the Angel of Death, literally parts the sea and turns it into a giant paper chasm, getting ready to trap Madara. That's where the episode comes to a close. When I first started watching Naruto, I watched the anime first. I actually didn't realize that it was based on a manga series. I discovered the manga series when I reached a certain point in the anime where I wanted to know what was going to happen, and thus I started reading the manga ahead of what's been going on here in the anime. And because of that, you know, I have certain expectations for certain episodes and how they're done. And this is one of those episodes that is just translated very well to the anime, and I actually prefer it to the manga version now. This wasn't a super action-packed episode like maybe the previews might have thought it was going to be, but everything here was executed very well. Everything, the dialogue, the animation, the colors, the music, the atmosphere. Everything was great here. We got some great dialogue at the beginning from Kabuto, a lot of good flashbacks with Konan, so we're actually getting to see a little bit more about what she's about. She's not just being tossed to the wayside. And then, of course, you got a little bit of action between both Konan and Madara, and it was all really cool. And the animation here is very good. It's obviously one of those higher-budgeted episodes. So, this was a fantastic episode to me. It's one that's always going to stick out in my mind as the one where Konan was a badass. So, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Just a really fantastic episode. If you're following the series, make sure and check it out. It is really cool. And let me know what you thought about this episode below. Let me know what your favorite moments were, and I'd love to hear what you thought about it. And remember, guys, if you liked this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And be ready, I have more Naruto anime videos planned for the future. That concludes my review today, guys. SuperKamiGuru9000. Out.